dun, dun, dun. Bop, bop, bop.
That wasn't the whole story, was it?
That was the first part. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So what are you doing here? Where is Cletus? Why am I unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
Oh, that. Oh, well, I was about to get to that part. So listen up. Da 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 dun 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 dun.
You're being pathetic again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks I threw to lampshades, rim borders on anodons gone. Didn't I explicate it? Are you still not persuaded? There's grass growing on your tympanic membrane. Remember Deponia, self-sacrifices, and oh gosh, now I have to start all over again.
Huzzah, all over again.
Trash. Trash. And more trash.
Isn't it adorable?
Yeah, sure. Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
What? Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart young man, not a filthy bum.
There's more to him than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... How shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob, but I'm steadily improving.
That's right. Right now, for example, he is helping Bozo to get the trawler shipshape.
So I am. I was going to ask you whether I can borrow your hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
I still don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
Aren't you worried he might steal something?
I trust him completely.
Didn't you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal? Never.
I hope your young friend doesn't get too close to my John Thomas. The poor thing is so small and fragile.
Don't worry. The Rufus I know loves animals. He wouldn't harm the pretty little head of your John Thomas.
All I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
If that's all true, Then he must have turned himself around 180 degrees.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power inverter in him.
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Well, if that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Good, good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month. I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
Can a person really change so much?
It's very simple. Once burned, twice shy. And Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
You almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma, you worry about the silliest things.
If you promise me that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Promise.
Then I should apologize. I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers. Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Doc. Uh-oh. Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Darn it! What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And whoop! Oof! Perfect body control, as always. I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, but I just can't remember which side the glass eye is on. I could hit that with a... but that would... and somehow, I doubt that Doc would still be in the mood for thunderous applause. Very clever. I'll simply solve the problem through a process of elimination. Doc will be proud of me if he isn't decapitated in the next few seconds. I could hit that with a... but that would just trigger the guillotine. And somehow, I doubt that Doc would still be in the mood for thunderous... Very clever. I'll simply solve Doc if he isn't decapitated. It's already broken enough. Very clever. I'll Doc if he isn't... Maybe I can scratch a little black powder out of there. That shouldn't affect the flight characteristics of the saw blade, should it? That tickles. With the right momentum, I could catapult the black powder into the air intake of the bellows. Easy and totally realistic. If the black powder reaches the flames, it could ignite the gas. And then, there's bound to be an interesting chain reaction whose outcome is very difficult to predict. What am I waiting for? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc! What? Da-na-na, da-na-dun-dun-dun-dun, da-na-na, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.